ஆரம்பத்தில் எல்லாருக்கும் உங்கள் வணக்கத்தை சொல்ல விரும்புகிறோம். வணக்கம்.
Good evening, Auntie and Uncle. Can you tell us why did the Tamil Association came into existence, first of all?
Yeah, first and foremost, greetings and good wishes. Deepavali wishes to all. I feel greatly privileged to call myself a Tamil, and most importantly, to be a part of Swindon Tamil Association as a founder member. It all started in my English class. I was a tutor from Swindon College, teaching ESOL in the community. There were a dozen of Sri Lankan ladies and a few Indians in my class. They had just come from, they were all new to this country. And settling in a new country and a new environment, they were faced with lots of challenges. So I was so immensely happy that I was able to help them in some way. And I felt that I was chosen to do this job. It was not just English that took place in the classroom. We became a big family, happy family. Then it all started, and they wanted mother tongue classes, Tamil classes for their children. So, well, rest is history. You know what happened. And this association was formed.
What initially, when you were forming the Tamil Association, what were the key objectives of the association?
The objectives I had in mind is to help the Tamil community as a whole, not just having classes in language and other art forms. However, you need a base, and therefore when she came to me and asked how we can form an association, so I said let us widen the scope and form an association rather than Tamil school. Then I drew up a constitution and registered with the Charity Commission, and also found some grant from the Swindon Council initially to start with, and thus the association was born. My vision was that anybody who is coming to Swindon from anywhere, irrespective of be a Tamil or anybody else, they should be able to come to us for help, any help. And it has, we have helped so many people who have come from many parts of the world to Swindon to work mainly. And they've asked for help in finding a place to live, a school, where the GPs, that sort of thing.
What were the difficulties when the association was formed? What were the main difficulties that you had faced?
Initially we had, because most of them were not experienced in running an association like this, most of the task fell on me. So I didn't have any help at the time. But slowly I brought in the large majority of the membership, and who were able to help me. And now, of course, there's a lot of our members are helping in running the organization.
Okay.
It was quite a struggle initially when we started, because we didn't have enough funds, or we didn't have a place to meet.
You said that this association was started for benefiting all the Tamil speaking community and to keep the culture. How has the organization helped integrating these people into the wider society?
It was not, to correct you, it was not only for Tamils this was started. I mean, initially it was started for the Tamil community, but then we opened it to the wider community, so everybody could come and benefit from this.
To answer your question, as I said before, we just didn't teach the language and the art form. Initially, we found out particularly the young mothers who came initially were not they were shy in conversing in English, although they can understand English, they were a bit shy. So we had, over and above the ESOL classes, we had our classes in the Tamil Association, spoken English. And we are very proud that almost all of them are now in employment and integrated in the wider society. They are teaching assistants, care assistants, and they are working in hospital or care homes in all sorts of fields. They are now employed.
How do you see the Tamil Association grow from where we are right now in the next 10 years?
We do hope this will grow from strength to strength.
The next 10 years, my vision is that the association doubles its members, and also the younger generation will take part in running the organization. Already there are some signs. One of the unique things about Swindon Tamil Association is in the last 10 years, it has remained as a unified entity. That is largely because of the membership was so cooperative and so determined to be successful. So I hope that carries on, and also that new members will come forward to become office bearers and take over the association to a new level.
And as a closing thoughts, any words of wisdom for the students and the younger ones who are in the school right now?
I'd like to request all the young girls and all the children to keep coming for these classes, to enrich our culture and follow the footsteps of the older girls and be proud of what you are today. I'd like to especially thank all the committee members, office bearers, volunteers, teachers, all the members of the association and the sponsors who have helped us in many ways. And also I'd like to congratulate all the young girls who have performed today, all the children, especially all the children who have performed today, and hope they continue to do this year after year. And also I wanted to mention, because they have not only supported us, they have shown their love towards both of us. As you know, they always call us auntie and uncle. It speaks a lot.
You'll always be our auntie and uncle for sure.
Yeah, I like to congratulate all the participants. They have put a lot of effort into it. They have done a lot of practice, and also the parents who have given their time and supported their children to make this event a successful event. And also I'd like to thank all the committee members who have been supportive all throughout, not only for this function but throughout the year. I think all this would not have been possible if Aruna would have been cooperative and being with me all the time. Because although she has done a lot of things in the background in her own right, it is not visible as what I do in the sort of day-to-day. Therefore, although she does a lot of things, she is a perfectionist, and therefore she does it beautifully to the satisfaction of everybody. ഇതിൽ പങ്കുപറ്റിയ சிறுவர்களும் சிறுமியர்களும் மிக கடுமையாக உழைத்து இந்த விழாவை சிறப்பித்திருக்கிறார்கள். அது மட்டுமல்லாமல் அவர்களுடைய பெற்றோர்களும் இதற்கு ஆதரவு கொடுத்து இந்த தங்களுடைய குழந்தைகளை இந்த விழாவிற்கு மிக நன்றாக இதை நடக்க முடிகிறதற்கு உதவி செய்வதற்கு நன்றி.
Thank you, Aruna Auntie and Ram Uncle. வணக்கம்.
எல்லோருக்கும் நன்றியும் வணக்கம்.